Hey there, and welcome to more Grammar Genius. This time I'm going to talk about a common mistake made by Korean English learners, specifically how the verbs see, look, and watch are used in English, and why there's some difficulty from Koreans when translating it from the word 보다. 보다 is a pretty straightforward and all-encompassing word for seeing or looking at things. Whereas in English we've got seeing, looking at, watching. Those are the big three. There are of course others, but these are the most commonly used, and the ones that Koreans will come across most often, and it's good to know how they should be used. Now the confusion comes from a difference in meanings, usually whether or not the verbs are transitive or intransitive. A transitive verb takes a direct object. An intransitive verb does not take a direct object. It means perhaps nothing will follow the verb and the sentence will end right there, but it could also mean a prepositional phrase can follow it. So let's go first with look. Look is intransitive. You never say look him, look that. Now you can use it as its own sentence intransitively with no preposition. You can say, hey, look, are you looking? Most commonly, it is used with prepositions or adverbs of place. Look here, look there. The most common preposition is at. Look at that, look at this. Look at that painting. Look at that guy peeing by the side of the road. You can use other prepositions, of course. Look in the cabinet. Look under the bed. Look behind you. But the fact that there's a preposition does not make the verb transitive. It is always intransitive. Let's look at watch. Watch can be intransitive or transitive. However, when the verb is used intransitively, it's still pretty clear what the implied object is, what people should be watching. You can say watch me. Transitive because it's got an object, me. Or you can say, hey, watch. That's the thing, watch always has an object or there's an implied object. Whereas look implies more about the gaze and the direction of the gaze, but not necessarily what they're going to be looking at. Which brings us to see, and see is really the biggest trouble verb. See has tons of meanings, and people often get confused about which ones are transitive and which ones are intransitive and how they're used idiomatically. What really confuses Koreans, I believe, is when you say see you later, see you at school, see you on Sunday. This is idiomatic. You're not talking about actually seeing someone. In this case, see means meet you on Sunday, meet you later, meet you at school. But in this case, it's always transitive. You always have to say, I'll see you later, we're seeing them later. When you're talking about visually seeing things, there is always an object. See the cat, see the book, see him, see her, see my new shoes? You reply, I see them. If you use no object, if you say I see, in that case, see means understand. Do you see? Yes, I see. Now you see. But see meaning understand can also be used transitively. Now you see the problem. Do you see what I mean? Unfortunately, there are still more definitions, but these are the most common that you're going to run into in daily life and daily conversations. So just be careful about which ones are used transitively, which ones are used intransitively, and how you're supposed to tell them apart. Yes, I don't blame you for thinking English is confusing. Fighting!